Hello again. Today we will create another buff model, but this time it will be based on a mesh. Usual way to create a mesh is just start from standard primitives like a box or a sphere, but then we have to use a bit clumsy max modifier to improve the shape. It may be a bit long way, and we can make it easier. For example, let's create a shape, for example, a shape of heart for our buff model. So we go to the shapes and draw a simple line like this. It shouldn't be really complex, we can smooth it anytime. Let's start, we can just adjust some vertices to make it more heart looking. And now this is a half of a heart and we can mirror it. It's easy to do, but first we can move the so-called pivot center of the model to the center of the screen, of the view, of the world, I would say. And this will make the mirroring really correct for us. Also, we could move this and another this point to the center too. So the parts of the model will be connected. Okay, everything is on the center and we can use a mirror modifier. We have to check copy box, and now this is two parts of a heart. We need to collapse the modifier, but there are 2 points in one visible point. They are not connected yet. We have to weld them. There is a special button to weld. We press it, and now this is a closed contour. And now we can turn it into editable poly. Like this. We can see a plane, and we have to extrude it to add some volume. We selecting the plane and using extrude modifier and making it like this. Not too smooth, but we don't need much smoothness, but maybe just a bit. So we select this contour and chamfer in it. Not too much. Maybe like this. Okay. This shape doesn't have a bottom, so we mirror it again. This time around that axis. Okay. Something like this. Collapsing again. Connecting two parts. Again, there are two parts. We need only one. Welding the vertices again. Where is the weld button? Here it is. This is the amount of points before welding, and this is after. This means the neighboring vertices are connected after we apply this instrument. And to make the shape, the whole shape, a bit more smooth, we can just increase the scale of this group of central vertices, and now this look a bit like a heart, but it's still not too smooth. We can select all planes and use the smoothing groups. It is used in all StarCraft 2 models. Pretty common way to smoothen low polygon models. It has something not really good looking, because this part of the shape is a bit not too cool. We can delete it and create two halves of this thing. there should be create button. Here it is, and we just create another plane. It will look much better. First half created, and we just close the thing by selecting this contour and pressing cap button. Okay. Now we use smooth group again, and this is smooth and look fine without unnecessary things. Still not so perfect. Oh my god, this is so not perfect because I accidentally connected it to the wrong vertex. Okay, let's just select the contour and cap it. Yes. And again smoothen groups. Let's see. Is it now better? Yeah, finally it look not so bad. Okay, let's now rotate it to make it stand like this. And now we can create a material. We won't use textures, maybe just a little bit. We will base it on colors. First, let's create a diffuse color. For example, a dark red. And apply the material. And preview. This is a red heart. Okay, there are shadows. We don't need them. No receive shadow, no cast shadows. And also we could add a specular color, something white. Yeah, we have this spot of light, specular light. We still have this unnecessary, unwanted thing on the back side. Let's improve it, let's fix it. Where it is? The back side. Removing it. And creating the new one. Everything correct this time. And capping the remaining part. Okay, again smooth preview. Now it should be fine on all directions. Okay, now let's use some little material tricks to make the heart look a bit better, a bit more light effects that we can see in real life. Making the material emissive. Now we have two emissive maps available. The first one we will use to create some outer lightning effects. Let's make it red, not so bright as the diffuse map, something like this. And also, what is important, to use the Fresnel thing in standard mode with 1.5 Fresnel exponent, which will give us this contour, this red thing. When we rotate the model, we can see it always on the sides of the model. Maybe it's too bright, so we reduce its maximum intensity to 0.6, for example. And now it's just not that bright and looking good. Another emissive map we will use for an inverted Fresnel thing, which will add another light effect. Let's use, well, let it be something just pink or like this. Inverted Fresnel. 0.15, but it isn't too bright, so we set emissive to 3, and to compensate it for the first emissive map we will set its alpha to 0.33. Okay, what the second emissive map created? This bright thing. It's like another effector, another source of light reflecting in the heart. So we have two, the specular one and the emissive one, which is made with inverted Fresnel. And now our heart is pretty nice. Some bright thing, some red this thing. I like it. But we can do another thing. There is a normal map, and we can use creep normal. What will it do to the heart? Nothing yet. Maybe we need to define the UV mapping for this polling. Let's go to the modifiers and select Unwarp UVW. And let's see by selecting face and pressing edit how this heart look. Like this. Maybe it's fine, but probably. Well, okay, it's fine. Okay, let's collapse and check how it look. Yeah, now the normal map applied. I don't know how realistic it look, but you can pick another normal map. You can make something special. I just wanted to add some details to the heart. Well, okay, let it be like this. I won't change too much. May it look like veins, not really. Okay, let it be the strange looking heart. And probably we want to make it beating like a real heart, because animating buff effects make them just looking a bit good, better than not animated static models. To animate the heart, to make it beating, we need to create a bone. We can animate the meshes, but usually it's better working with the bones. Sometimes animated meshes are a bit buggy. Let's create a simple bone. Reset its parameters and put it in the center of the heart. We can press Alt A, select the axes, and now it is in the center of the heart. Now we have to link the heart to the bone. And let's create an animation, for example stand animation. By default it's 30 frames. We can reduce it to 20 frames to make it only one heartbeat. Oh, wait a minute. Start 20 and 40. Okay. Now we can animate the bone by changing its scale. Okay, first we make it after K, so it will remember the modification we make to the objects. Then we press the key. Oh, first we select the bone, then we press the key to create the base position. We can copy it to the end, and somewhere here we make the key that will be a big heart. And that's it. I think that should work. A heart pumping the blood. Yeah, good. Now it's animated. And I think here I could just finish this tutorial. I hope it was helpful.